I already can tell by how this excursion's starting. I'm going to end up dying in the mines.
Then make sure you have shit on you. You don't want to lose.
Make sure I have that on
Or
me.
to make sure you don't have that on you.
I see how it is.
I keep getting achievements in that game. I keep forgetting that now that I play on PC, I can get them all again.
Oh. Is that good or bad?
It's made my gamer score go up quite a bit. If I can put
Yeah.
on netherite armor, and I was like, oh, I just got an achievement for that. Like, I forgot that I don't normally put on the chest piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have even thought about it.
Yeah, I like seeing all, like, the weird Star Wars memes going around because Obi-Wan right now, and I think the best one that really is, like, the most accurate is, it's like, it was already hard enough to believe that Obi-Wan went from Ewan McGregor to Alec Guinness within about a span of 20 years. It's like, but seeing Obi-Wan now and knowing that now that transformation is 10 years away makes it even harder to believe. Like, yeah, he better get Force Lightninged or something at the very end of this series, otherwise I'm not gonna believe it.
I also haven't seen Obi-Wan yet, and I don't know when I will or if I will. I don't really care to see them
Right.
anymore. I'm just not interested in it right now.
I haven't even seen Book of Boba Fett. I didn't give enough of a shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're not missing much. Yeah, I'm also at that point where I'm just like, if I don't show my kids Star Wars, I don't feel like I'm disserving to them.
Right. That's how I feel about showing my kids Harry Potter. I'm like,
Yeah.
if any of my kids were ever to tell me they wanted to see it, I'd be like, sure. I'm like, but I'm not gonna be at a point where I'm gonna be like, you guys have to watch this, you'll love it. Because I know from rewatching the series a few, like, maybe 2 years ago, I'm like, yeah, this ain't good anymore.
Oh, I found a freaking mine I've already been in, which I guess I shouldn't be surprised about.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're very well traveled.
You know, Matt, I think if you never let your kids read the books for Lord of the Rings, you'll be fine.
Honestly, I'd just be impressed if my kids were to read because of the fact that, like, we're at, like, a point in time where I feel like the last group of kids that have read anything ever was, like, born before the fucking, like, 2005, probably.
Yeah. And
At this
it's
point, I think
unfortunate.
most of the kids have reached a point where the only thing that they read is stuff they have to read for school, and half of them probably did what we did, where they just found Spark Notes online and didn't even read them.
To be fair, I did read a decent amount of some of them.
I read, I think, like, 3 of them the full way through. There were some that I read,
Yeah.
like, the first half and was like, yeah, this is not happening. And then there were others where I'm like, this just sounds stupid, so I'm not doing any of it. Great Gatsby, I remember reading in full. I don't know why I did, but I read The Catcher in the Rye in full. But I weirdly got into doing schoolwork right towards the end of the year, just because I was like, we're close enough to being done, so it didn't always feel as terrible as it did when you were doing it in, like, January.
I mean, I liked The Catcher in the Rye. I thought it was an interesting story.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
didn't read
terrible.
it all, but I read a decent amount of it. I read more than I read of other books. So, and same with like, I think it was with Mice and Men where I read parts of it.
Yes, yeah, I do remember reading that. What else was there? Anthem, I remember reading.
I liked Anthem actually. I
Anthem
think I
wasn't
read that one.
bad. I also, fuck, what was the other one? I had one right in there, and now I lost it in my brain. I don't know, maybe it'll come to me. Oh, Romeo and Juliet. I think that was, like, one of the few Shakespeare ones I read, and then I, like, couldn't bring myself to read anymore because I'm like, I know a lot of people like Shakespeare and say that he's, like, one of the top writers or whatever, or someone to always look to with writing. I'm like, I hate his writing.
Yeah, I mean it's a style. It's a specific
Yeah.
style.
I think I did read the Julius Caesar one. That one was pretty good, but that was like his only thing that he wrote that I enjoyed. I was let down because here, after years of being told Romeo and Juliet was great, I'm like, this is garbage. And I wasn't that impressed with Hamlet or Macbeth.
Oh my god, Macbeth was so freaking boring.
Yeah.
I think I might end up switching to Fortnite after this mission.
You'll have to see if it's even working right now.
I think it was going to be, but I don't know.
Maybe they'll finally reveal the new season character. Is it Darth Vader, Thor, or Lara Croft's titties?
It's Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, I hope so.
Or Gru. That would also be acceptable.
Fucking Gru.
You know, from just
our phone heard you mention, or my phone heard you mention Minions to Jack the other day, because one of the recommended videos on my phone last night when I was watching YouTube and going to bed was the Minions break out of prison. I was like, why the fuck? I'm like, I've never watched anything Minions before.
Yeah, I'll have to hear what you think about some of the characters in Stranger Things when you see it again, or like the next season.
Yeah. The second half of it comes out 4th of July weekend, which is why I was just like, I'm gonna wait, because I'm like, it's not that far off. And I don't know, like, because my dad's watched it already, and he was saying that he doesn't think it's gonna be super jarring, the split. Like, he told me he thought it had a good enough cliffhanger to, like, leave you thinking and not just feel like a super awkward break. But I'm like, I still just didn't care enough to jump ahead. I'm like, I've got enough other shows right now that I could wait the extra month for that one.
Hey, did Connor add water to his house?
To the snow house?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Why?
This has to be intentional. There's just water flowing down everywhere.
Oh, yes, he did that. The water flowing down the mountain.
Yes.
Yeah, I came across that last week, and I was surprised.
So I learned from the two girls I was hanging out with that they just write down baby names and discuss them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and like, that's the thing girls do, apparently they told me.
That's terrifying.
To be fair, that is not all girls for sure. Granted, I have thought about children names, but I don't discuss them with people. I have no reason to. I mean, none of you are going to have any part of me having kids.
Oh, look.
Sorry, guys.
Random.